Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we are looking at the Silurian dark wolves. These are a species of nocturnal canine predators native to the planet Silura. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, but I'm trying to do the best I can. Um, Members of the species possess a stinger tipped tail and claws capable of delivering poison, as well as a thick leathery hide on their shoulders and upper back to defend them from their own tails. The natural enemy of the Bandigo species, the wolves earned the respect of the sentient Wigwe species, also native to Silur, who sometimes tame them for use in war, including Hook Wigwe conflicts. Now, you might remember the Wigwe um, most notably from the Clone Wars. We see them in Rebels. They're a pirate band, and I cannot remember um, one of the main characters there. He always kind of comes around and needs some help and all that, and occasionally he does help out the Jedi as well as um, Harrison Dula and the crew. But I cannot think of Hondo. Is it Hondo Tanaka? Um, Anyways, he's a Wigwam. So the Dark Wolves were a species of nocturnal canine predators, similar to other canines. They had a quadruped form with four legs, a head, a tail. Dark wolves' tails, however, are or were tippin like in nature and were tipped with a large stinger capable of delivering poison which cause paralysis. To defend themselves from their own tails, the upper back and shoulders of the dark wolves were covered in a layer of thick, leathery hide, which could also protect them from the sandstorms that frequently occurred on Solar. Aside from their tail, dark wolves' claws were also poisoned with a substance which weakened those it affected as opposed to paralyzing them. The wolves possessed fur on their body, including a pair of ears, which was black in color and had yellow eyes. For history wise, the dark wolves evolved on the planet Solar, a desert world in the solar system of the Shalkata cluster, a part of the region of the galaxy known as Hut space. On Solar, they became a natural enemy of another species of predator named the Bendigo, which earned them the respect of the native sentient Wigwe species, who named the dark wolves. I'm not going to try and pronounce that one. I'm just going to murder it. So, the name stemmed from the fact that the Wigwe lore their god of the night, known as Rakor, took the form of a dark wolf. When he traveled the waste of Salur, Wigway also favored dark wolves, as they sometimes attacked the Hook settlements near their territory. Due to their species' natural climbing ability, despite their homeworld's lack of trees, scientists speculated that dark wolves might be analogous or related to the night dweller species native to the planet Kashyyyk in the Mid Rim. During the Hook Wigway conflicts, a series of battles between 282 BBY and 0 BBY, dark wolves were used in combat by Wigway species, also native to Salur, against the immigrated Hook species. Some members of the, let's see here, uh, Denvek or Denelvek militia became Dark Wolf handlers, including Azadan Labiki, a Wigway who later went to join the Alliance to restore the Republic, taking his finest pack of Dark Wolves with him. Behind the scenes, Dark Wolves first appeared in the supplement book Star Wars Adventure Journal 6, designed for use as part of the Star Wars role playing game by West End Games. The book was published in '95. The Dark Wolves were mentioned in an article called The Grellwood Haven, written by Craig Robert Carey. The wolves were then mentioned in the later West End Game sourcebook, Rebel or Alliance Intelligence Reports, which was published in '95 and written by Bill Smith. Following the Dark Wolves then appeared in two sourcebooks from Wizards of the Coast, Star Wars role-playing game Geonosis and Outer Rim Worlds by a number of authors in 2004, and The Unknown Regions in 2010 by Daniel Wallace, Sterling Hershey, and Rodney Thompson. So, all right, that's what we have on Wikipedia for the Dark Wolf. Okay, so looking at the Dark Wolf here, this is a medium-sized desert predator. Comes from the planet Solur. Has a dexterity of 4D plus 2, a perception of 3D plus 2. Along with the perception, we have hide of 60, search of 5D plus 1, tracking of 60, and sneak of 60. So this is a kind of a nasty little creature here. The fact that it can hide and search you out pretty as well as track you, and that um, it's got some really good strengths to it. Having a strength of 40 plus 2, which is pretty respectable, a brawling of 6D for doing the claw attacks, has climbing jumping of 7D plus 1, and special abilities. So the Stinger Tail does strength damage. If it deals damage, target must make a moderate stamina roll or take a temporary negative 1D penalty to strength. If the claws attack, we do strength plus 2 damage. If it deals damage, the target must make a moderate stamina roll or be paralyzed for 1D hours. The bite attack does strength plus 1 damage. This is a night hunter, so dark wolves gain a plus 1 bonus to tracking at night. Dark vision can see up to 20 meters in total darkness. Sounds a lot like elves. Well, half elves maybe. Exceptional references or reflexes. I'm sorry. Gain a plus 1D bonus to all perception rolls made to determine initiative. So anytime that you're trying to get initiative on this, then it's got that extra bonus. Has a move of 16, so keep in mind a standard galactic being has a move of 10. It is medium sized, so the same as a standard galactic being. And this is coming from Geonosis and the Outer Rim Worlds, page 131. Uh, so that's where we're getting this, which means that this is probably converted back into a D6 from the D20, because we really didn't have the Geonosis uh, book for the old West End games. That would have been Wizards of the Coast. So that's our Dark Wolf. A pretty mean predator to have to deal with, something unique. Um, as we look at all the different wonderful creatures that we have in the galaxy, uh, to say that we still have wolves going on in our Star Wars galaxy as well as here on Earth, um, as we come up with different character names like Wolf as a clone trooper. um, Here we are. They do have wolves in Star Wars, and this is a dark wolf. So uh, it's fitting to be able to try and connect, things that we have in our own world with things that are in Star Wars. Even though here it's a different version of a wolf, uh, but it is still a wolf of sorts. So with that, thanks for stopping by. It's always appreciated to see you around. Hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll see you in the next video.